All right, we are live for episode number 2 of our Airbnb remodel, as you can see here in the back. And we have taken a few things out, just basic things that I covered in the first episode. That was the air conditioning unit that was in the window. We also took out, just some basic things in the bathroom. See behind a little shed there with some tools. Beautiful day here. We just had the plumbers leave. The plumbers came in and we disconnected the well and connected city water to the unit, and that was a pretty straightforward process because we got the house replumbed entirely and the main house replumbed entirely, connected to city water because it was on well and it had galvanized piping, which basically just an old piping system, and it was like rusted and really gross water, so we just replumbed the whole thing and had to get off of well water for the unit, just because we wanted everybody to have good water. So outside looks good. As I said in the last video, we power washed everything and we're in the process of getting the inside gutted, cleaned, painted, disinfected, and new windows. So that's kind of the new addition today that we're going to go into a little bit about windows. So as you can see, we have the first coat of white paint on. It used to be that color blue, and we just finished the first coat of all white paint on top of the Kills, which is that product down there. There's actually a white paint can next to it, roller, long extender there. But basically we went through yesterday, spent the entire day painting this first layer of semi-gloss paint on top of Kills. So Kills locked all of the gross, any sort of stains or anything like that. Very much locks everything in and makes it clean for everyone to enjoy. And then you paint on top of that, so multiple layers on top. We also went through and took all the light fixture plates off just to get that done. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, we are getting this totally broke. The unit that I just showed you from the thumbnail outside, I pulled it out and these straps are broken on the sides here, so it just absolutely dropped and broke the window. So we just had the window guys, Acme Window, come by and do the estimate for the windows. So we're gonna get all new windows here, clean those, get them set up, and then this bad boy behind me, this Split by Gree, it's like an air conditioning unit. Serious unit that we're really excited to get that fired up. I bought a new remote for it, so we're gonna get that all hooked up today. And the big mission that I'm gonna have fun doing is the floor. So that's the door to the bathroom right there. But the floor here, if you guys are new to flooring, just like me, this is a laminate. And so it's like a wood laminate, and underneath it is a foam material, and that's to create like a cush feeling, because you don't want it to just be like a cement block underneath, because it's really hard to walk on and you get tired of it over time. So it comes with this like cushy material, and under that you have almost like a trash bag that covers the foundation. So your cement foundation is covered by like a little plastic trash bag to lock in any sort of issues with just basic cement. And then on top of that you have your foam, and then on top of that you have your laminate. So we are ripping all this floor up after we're done painting, because as you can see, the floor has tons of paint all across it, and you get a bunch of stuff falling on it, and yeah, you just get a lot of issues with the floor when you're renovating like this. So that is going to be the step after we get the windows done. because once the new windows are in, we disinfect those. And once we have those disinfected, we're gonna rip up the floor, do a second coat of white paint on here. This was called Hint of Sugar, I think was the color that Scooch wanted. And it looks fantastic. The white looks super clean. And this is the bathroom setup here. So since we had the plumbers come, we got our water on. So interestingly enough, this, when we first turned the water on, it was just cold water. We didn't have hot water. And the reason behind that is something that was new to me and might be new to you guys as well, but it's right in here, in this back little area. This cabinet is a tankless water heater that's electric. So there's like a electric plug here that is like a socket, and this little system is a entirely electrical water heater. So you don't need a tank because it's a pretty small, you're only basically heating water for one little bathroom, and it doesn't have to run from the main house's hot water heater. The water doesn't have to flow all the way here before you get hot water. It just does it quickly because it's a small amount and it uses the electric to just heat the water that you need because it's only a small amount of water needed. And that was a little confusion with the plumbers that we had. They fixed it right away though, because originally this was just wasn't working too hot. So our water's on, which is fantastic. We're gonna go through all this. I think we're gonna keep some of these fixtures because they're quite new. This is like a newly done bathroom from the previous owners, which is pretty decent, and it just needs like a pretty heavy deep clean, and you know, more paint to match our outdoor paint here, or white paint, the Hint of Sugar paint in the main room. Fan looks good, and we're gonna redo right outside the door here. I'll do a full stream on that. That's gonna be a pretty big mission, but this little frame here, we're gonna bulk that up. So very similar to these frames over here. It's about like, let's take a 6x2 or something like that. But we're gonna take this, and this will basically be like that width and that height probably. And I will just be spending some time to do that right here, so that we get a nice little clean, and we gotta rip this off and completely get this fixed up here, because that's just not gonna do. And this thing, they're old, I guess you could call it like a cover for the water pump, is just completely, we're tearing that down. We're gonna put up a really nice little cover there with like fence, and it'll look really pretty. And then we're gonna do a walkway leading from the side there where guests will come in to have a nice little experience coming through here to the patio. And we'll have like this little area here that's gonna be a surprise for everybody. So that's the update. Once we get the second coat of paint done, rip the floor up, clean the bathroom, paint the bathroom, and now that we have water on, we get the new windows in, we're gonna be in good shape, because we have the flooring guy coming next week, and he's gonna get everything set up with, like I was showing you earlier, those 3 layers where you have the plastic, you have the cushy foam on the bottom there, and then you have the actual laminate wood on top. But that is going to be a pretty big change just overall for the entire unit, because the floor really determines the look for a lot of this, and a lot of people don't think much about floors, and I've learned to very much appreciate them, because we're just going to do it throughout the whole unit here. It's going to be in the closet, ripping the tile up in the bathroom. It's just going to be full laminate, smooth, new, very sleek and cool wood laminate. So very excited about that. I can't wait to show you guys the difference, because as you can see, we're still in the midst, full swing of just making this thing a dreamy Airbnb. So super stoked to get this thing up and running, and I will see you guys on the next stream. It'll be much different looking on the next stream because we're making progress pretty quickly. Sarah's in full reno mode, which is exciting, and that Gree air conditioning unit is going to be extremely clean and very highly efficient with energy consumption and the just overall temperature control, because it's hot here. It is super hot. So that's it. I will see you guys on the next stream. If you guys are new to ScoochandSteve channel, subscribe so we can see you on the next episode of the Airbnb remodel. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun seeing some of the comments on Instagram and the DMs you guys have sent. Fantastic. And I will see you guys on the next stream.